use it with just pure hard manpower. What we do is if someone gets lost in a large park, I mean, you could talk, one park could be 2,000 square acres. That's a lot of people. We muster maybe 200-300 people in these large scale incidents, and those are people that you have to feed. Those are people that you have to watch out for. These are people that you have to make sure they're not getting injured or hurt or other things that could cause liability, and you need to try and get them out there as quickly as possible, and you need them to communicate. With RAS, you can have these types of drones out there in an emergency like that, doing this work quickly, efficiently, using different types of spectrum analysis so that we could see maybe heat, or we could see changes, things like that. That could really help us in the future.
Yeah, so we're doing some work for some high net worth individuals and planning some very basic tactical responses. And what you find is that in very close quarters versus really open areas, that time frame is very small, the window of opportunity to be able to intervene. So like any tactical operation, having intelligence and have that situational awareness is really key to success. And I was just talking before, together about an incident that just recently happened where somebody was attacked and the officer intervened, but he was injured. He was able to shoot the assailant, but they're both in the hospital now. So the fact that you can get to a situation, understand what's going on, and decide whether you're going to intervene, and then be in front of that person so that they come to you versus you having to meet them on their own grounds is actually very appealing to people that do this, day in and day out. And this actually translates over into law enforcement. Working with San Francisco on the same type of tactical response is that if you can get eyes on that or intelligence on that situation and gain that situational awareness, then you can tactically plan, and you have your risk profile goes down by a factor of 1,000.
So using drone as a first responder will give you a tactical advantage as well as protecting the human assets.
Absolutely.
Right, to give you the reaction time necessary to formulate a response.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to be not only are you going to be more effective, which is what you're trying to get as a result, but you're also going to be safer. So from a personnel standpoint, safety is important. You don't want your people to be hurt. And if you can imagine, not just the physical threat of somebody coming, but if you have a chemical, biological, or other type of an incident where you're walking into a situation where you don't know what that is, drones are going to be able to have testing capabilities, situational awareness using eyes, ears, and and microphones. So these platforms will be instrumental in reducing risk dramatically.